goal was to just inform and educate the
I think I
membership
found
of
it.
what
Aaron,
is
is
to
it
be.
that CanLink? Real Tech?
It should be,
US.
should say like media source and it should bounce up. Yep, try that one.
There we go.
You got it?
Can you hear?
Oh no, it's the microphone on the, it's not the right one.
So should it be media source?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I could hear.
You click that.
Is that thing still popping up and down?
Yeah.
Okay, we are good. All right. Technical difficulties, the joys of technology. Yes, yes. Okay, folks, let's try it again here. Welcome to the show. We are a 7-minute delay here, but nonetheless, native time, right? Indian time. We can talk about that a little bit later on those episodes and stuff. But hey, give us a thumbs up if you guys can hear us now. We just had the wrong plug-in to the wrong plug-in, and we got buku, a lot of different.
Sound is on.
Sound is on, they said, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Appreciate those that are tuning in. My name is Garan Coons, Communications Officer of Winnebago Tribe. Ladies, introduce yourself once again.
Tyler Snake, Winnebago Indian News Office Manager.
Okay.
Bethany Redhorn, the Communications Office Manager.
Welcome, ladies. And Tyler, you are really low for this. Might want to hold that.
Soft-spoken here.
Yeah, just kind of a soft spoken here. Overview of today's show, folks. We are going to cover a lot of ground. We have some special guests. Last time we had Angel Decora. This time we have the ladies from the Human Resource Department that are going to take us through some of the human resource things that they got. So Winnebago Talks, that's what today's show is about. And we also have our second round of I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, because I watched the re-episode and stuff, and it says my answer is. It sounded like I was trying to give you the answer, but I'll call it the answer is. And then you have to give your answer. So it's a trivia game between Tyler, who is on the board. She has one win, and Bethany is yet to get on the board. I'm going to throw a little wrench in there. For those folks that are tuning in on our Facebook page, the loser of the next week will get a lifeline. So,
We get to call someone.
yes, they'll get a little advantage to try to even up the score.
You hear that, Jamie?
Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll poll the people on our Facebook page to see if they can help you out with the answer, if you don't know it. If you know all the answers, then great, you'll have a score of 5-0. But that's what we're going to do here today. So with that, let's get back into our bagel bits here. We got bagel bits that the Winnebago Under News came out on Saturday. And tell us what happened around town, Tyler.
Okay, so I don't know if they kind of heard me. I'll get a quick recap. The Ho Chunk Language Academy class that studies at Winnebago Public School attended the Day of Remembrance event. This event was put on by the Angel Decora Museum and Research Center. This event was to spread awareness and remembrance, as well as acknowledge those who passed on or survived being at school, or the Indian Industrial School at Genoa. So it was pretty good that they were present and they got to, like, I don't know, learn all aspects of our history instead of just, like cultural practices and whatnot.
Right.
So that was cool, and thank you to them. So I don't know, kind of teaching them about cultural etiquette too. They kind of smoked people off and said a few words, sang a song. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then February 23rd, a prayer talking circle was held at the Ho Chunk Center in Winnebago. Tribal members expressed their need of support in the youth and just in general. So this resulting in people coming together in a meeting to be listening, to be a listening ear or kind of just help people talk. Terrence Medina was kind of the advocate for our voice here, so thank you to him for being, I don't know, he's kind of just a good person to reach out for these type of events.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And it's been a while since we had some of those kind of events because of the pandemic. And I know that, man, it got hairier there for a while and stuff, far as, limited participation in like funerals and I think that was the worst and stuff. So I'm glad that the prayers and everything was said, and kind of doing that traditional way and stuff. But we also, on the front page news for the WIN is Ho-Chunk the Renaissance came out with a new website, and if you had an opportunity to check that out, congratulations to them. They debuted that website, and to me, what was related, you ladies did the story and stuff, but maybe kind of run us through some of the highlights of what's in that article and some of the things that they did, Bethany.
Well, they have this was a soft launch is what we were going with at the start of it, and they're going to have a lot of content on there, from the language to videos to some games that you can play. I want to say, like, how would you say that? Like, you could, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's similar to the app that already exists, but there's just going to be a lot more content, and it's just going to be solely based on the language and just revitalizing the language.
Yeah, and it kind of speaks on their goals of what they plan to develop, and this being their mission to inform the people.
Definitely. And then Little Priest set a record. Congratulations to Little Priest. What kind of record did they set?
A record-breaking number of students enrolled for spring 2022 semester.
A record-breaking number of students enrolled at Little Priest. Craig, congratulations to them. Kudos to their admissions department, probably working hard, getting people to come in. And I know they offer a lot of, I think, like free classes. That was in the fall semester. Huge advantage, and we're looking forward to, if anybody is like maybe interested in getting into radio or something. I don't know if they have a track for that, but that would be something that would be really cool. We're expanding, and I think the communications department, we're still looking for an editor. We'll talk about that a little bit later and stuff. And then we also, the Winnebago Girls Wrestling went to the NSA state tournament down in Omaha. Now, if you've never been to a wrestling tournament, I mean, it is nuts. I mean, seriously, it is crazy because you have like these pockets of screaming, and you're like, why are they screaming? But they have 8 matches going on at the same time, and like the school is showing school spirit, and it's not like a basketball game where you have 5 players on the court and then this kind of one single action. There's action going on at 8 different angles, and it is crazy. They have what is called the heartbreak round, and you'll see like everybody just kind of give it their all. I know that there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, literally, if you're talking about a sport that has blood, sweat, and tears, that is it right there. And the ladies did awesome. Very proud of them. And they look to go back next year. So that was on the front page of the Winnebago on the News. Anything else in the WIN that's of sustenance?
My last bit is kind of just an update on Winnebago Tribal Farms. It's getting kind of loud there.
Good.
Of Winnebago Tribal Farms, it's kind of just what they got going on currently. So it looks like they're doing maple tapping, and instead of a typical maple tree, they're doing black walnut trees. It's said to have a different taste or flavor. And then another project they're working on is a rent a chick program. So it's kind of just to like more or less test out if if you really do want to take care of these chicks, if you're gonna keep them. So, and it's pretty funny the play on words that they're using. So.
Right. That is really cool, man. Rent a chick, huh? So Winnebago, if they hear this over the airwaves or something like that, and they're gonna maybe tune in here. We did have Valentine's and stuff, but rent a chick? No, but it's talking about starting their own little. Because
animal character.
Yeah, we came in the office and I heard these little chirping, and I was like, what is going on and stuff. But that is really cool. So maple, tell us a little bit about that. I mean, like, are they going to start? Can you bottle it? Can you eat it straight out of the trees? Do you know? I mean,
I'm honestly not sure of the process, but I know they're going to have it ready for sale, or probably just have people around town test it, just see what they can create. Really.
Wow, interesting. Did you get to try it?
No, but me and Bethany should try to reach out and get a better
There
deal.
There you go. So very proud of Winnebago. Is that Winnebago Tribal Farms that did that?
Yep.
All right. So that's a kind of one of the new departments that started maybe about three years ago, and they have a tribal farm out west of Winnebago, and they also harvest and they grow some of the Indian corn and tomatoes and peppers, and then I seen them take it down to the elders at the senior center and stuff, and they get their choice, and that's very awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that the pandemic taught us is that we might have to start producing our own food if another pandemic hits or something. So
We need some food sustainability.
Yeah,
Working
food
towards
sustainability.
Sovereignty. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sovereignty,
Yep.
and that's just kind of making sure that you feed your own people and you can provide for your own family and stuff. Well, one of the things that, if you can remember, when the pandemic hit, there's some food, and then the beef packing plant started to shut down. But what's up with the toilet paper? I mean, why did the toilet paper go out of the?
Everybody
that
was
was
freaking out.
yeah. I mean, like, seemed like it would be batteries or maybe like gas or something like that, but there was no toilet paper. I mean, like, what?
Right.
That is weird. So maybe I don't know. How do you make your own toilet paper? That's a good question, right? I mean, because
Yeah.
if the pandemic taught us anything, that first thing might go is toilet paper, right? So we might.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was involved in that.
You-
I
you-
went and got my grandma some toilet paper.
Right. Interesting. All right, so we have some comments here. We only got 4 likes, but we do have 15 people that are watching us on Facebook. We appreciate them and taking the time out to listen to us. And we'd like to say thank you to one of our good commentators, Eugene, for tuning in. We also have Junior Mackey Lovejoy that said "aho" to the ladies and the big voice, so we thank him. And we have some questions. Last week, I just kind of wanted to recap what we did is that after we had our show, we went out to and broadcast the Walt Hill Blue Jay game, and it was very interesting. And unfortunately, they lost, but that was their district final. And it was really cool because we got hired by the Omaha Tribe to go out and sponsor that. And we went over their airwaves, and then we had their coach, Coach Warrior.
Kelly.
Yeah, Coach Warrior joined us and stuff. So she did an excellent job, and that was her first time commentating. Bethany reached out to her. I reached out to her, and I said, hey, can you help us out one time? And she said, no, it's not really for me and stuff. But, man, she's really good.
She did great, yep.
Good job on that.
Good job,
And
Kelly.
I think that next year, the Walt Hill Blue Jays, they don't have a senior, and they'll be heading down to state next year for sure. Winnebago, same boat. They're kind of a young team, and the Winnebago Indians, boys and girls, they lost some seniors this year, and next year they look to really do some good work on the hardwood floor. So good job to all the athletic departments here on the Omaha Reservation and the Winnebago Reservation. So good job, y'all. Okay, with that, we're going to transition to our next portion here. We'd like to invite 2 of the ladies from Human Resources, and we'll give them a microphone. And Tyler, she's going to get ready for her. The
Big
answer
contest.
is, and then also go writing some stories and stuff like that.
I'll look
So
up some trivia.
thanks, Tyler, for that update of the Winnebago in the news. And if you ladies want to pull over your chair, come on over. And we are broadcasting out of Allen, Nebraska. The studio is in Winnebago, but our transmitter site is Allen, Nebraska. That's our city of license, KWTN 100.9 FM. And here's a microphone for you. You might want to put some headphones on so you can kind of hear yourself and get
This one
ready.
here.
But kind of thank the ladies for helping us out and being here today. And there's a lot of good things that are happening within the Winnebago tribe of Nebraska. And so we appreciate them, and we'll give them some time here as we have some. There we go. All right, Tina, don't be afraid to get up on that microphone. You can even pull that out of that. It doesn't need to be in there and stuff. But welcome to the big voice, and go ahead and give us your introduction, ladies. Anytime you're ready, take it away. Can you hear?
Yeah. I
Okay,
hear.
you can hear?
Yep.
All right, good job.
All right. So, hello, everybody. My name is Tina Lewis. I am the HR manager for the Winnebago Tribe. With me, I have Tanya Roberts. She is one of the HR generalists that serves the employee population of the tribal organization. What I do in my position is I oversee the operations of the HR department. The HR department consists of 7 staff members, and between the 7 of us, we take care of the full cycle hiring. So that's the job interviews, job ads, employment offers, pre-employment screens, the very basics, of that. HR also offers assistance to the supervisors with performance management process. So like things like workplace coaching, performance improvement, things like that. And then last but not least, and then my mind is racing here, but
You're fine.
benefits administration.
There you go.
That's a huge part of our daily process. HR is tasked with that. So without getting into the, specifics of those things, that's like a 10,000 foot, view of what HR does.
Right.
That and a whole lot of other stuff.
Right.
I've only listed those few things, but it's that and so much more.
Great, great. And then you have another coworker here. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let the viewers know who you are.
All right. Good morning, guys. My name is Tanya Roberts. I am the HR generalist.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Let's see here. My bad. Is it on? It's on? Okay.
Can you not hear me?
Should I give her mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, guys. My name is Tanya Roberts. I'm the HR generalist for the Winnebago Tribe. In my position, I do the onboarding. So I review applicants with the hiring managers. I help with the pre-employment paperwork, background checks, that kind of stuff. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so I have some questions. If you don't mind indulging me and stuff, and appreciate you ladies for everything that you do here in the Winnebago Tribe. But I kind of wanted to ask, why do you like working for HR? like, okay, so I know that people want to grow up to be, I don't know if you ever did the career day and stuff, but I'm just imagining my little guy and stuff, and we go and you're like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman and stuff like that. Did you guys grow up and say, hey, I want to be HR?
Sure didn't. Pretty
No.
sure I didn't say I want to work in HR.
Me neither.
But for real, there is some good things about working in HR and stuff. And can you tell us some of the things that you like?
Right. So that's a pretty loaded question. So first of all, I think for those that don't work in HR, I think there's a distinction between corporate HR and tribal HR that that if you don't work in the field, you're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first and foremost. That's what intrigued me first. Seeing the distinction, realizing that, and then applying it in your everyday work. That's on the technical side. So I can appreciate the complexity of the human resources field. Each day can be different from the last. So, and just to give an example, one day you can be educating on internal organizational policy, and then the next day we would maybe getting the team together and assessing recent legislation and how that applies to the tribe. Well, first, does it apply to the tribe is what we need to assess. And then if it does apply to the tribe, how does it apply, and then how do we affect change internally to remain compliant? So it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's complex, like I said. And on the human side of it, since the human resources field is growing, more and more, I think HR professionals are in a position to influence change within the organization. I think that's always a good thing, good change. We do have a seat at the table now. They are gauging our opinion. I think that's great for the HR professionals. And then overall for our department, I believe that the Winnebago Tribe's HR department helps bring the community and the workers together through the employment needs of the tribe. So that's why I like working for this department in this organization.
I mean, like, to me, I was just wondering, because I can imagine and stuff, like when I got the job offer from the Winnebago Tribe, and I was just like, man, it would be really cool one time to kind of record it and stuff. But like, you know how like they come and they offer you, because really, I mean, you might have, if you tried hard in that job and in that interview and you really wanted the job and it was your dream job and stuff, you won kind of like a prize. I mean, I guess there's a trade-off. We do services for the Winnebago Tribe, and they give a lot of their workers a paycheck. That's kind of, everybody's kind of motivated by that.
Right.
And, of course, you got to provide for your family and stuff. But what if you guys just came in there with like a big check and stuff like that? Congratulations, and everybody's like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Nan's next project.
What are some good reasons to work for the Winnebago tribe, man?
The benefits are a good starting point. We have a lot of good benefits. Personally, I like the people that I work with.
Oh, yeah.
Our office, we work together flawlessly.
Yeah.
We get along good. Everything, moves as it should, and
Right.
we keep moving forward. I also like what Tina said, the different things we do every day. It's not the same, repetitive. Sometimes it is, but it's with different people, so it's not the same. That's what I like about it. It's my team members, and just how our office works together.
Yeah.
With everybody,
Another question I had is you have to apply, and even probably the pandemic probably threw a wrench in for you girls and stuff, but trying to get it figured out and stuff. But is the application process to apply for the Winnebago tribe, is it like hard or cumbersome? Is it kind of run us through that?
I would say it's not very hard. You do have to know how to upload documents.
Sure.
You kind of have to know the basics of how to use a computer.
Yeah.
You
So
know-
the people that have Facebook and stuff, they're uploading pictures. It's kind of
Yes.
the same thing, right?
Yep.
So anybody that has a smartphone or something like
Yeah.
that, which pretty much is everybody.
Yep.
Has the ability
Nowadays, yeah. So it's not real hard, or I think everybody pretty much gets it. I know we have a couple of kinks in there that we need to work out, but overall, it's a pretty simple process.
Right. Awesome. How about, do you have anything to add to that? I mean, she said it's kind of a simple process, and I guess where do we get the job listings and stuff? Do we have to
Right.
come down to HR, or can we?
So the job listings can be found on the Winnebago Tribe's website under the Employment tab. Once you go to the Employment tab, there's going to be a list of all the vacant positions, and what you're going to do is, I think they're highlighted in a different font. Maybe it's blue or green. I can't remember off the top of my head. You're just going to click on the title of the position. It'll pull up the job description, so you'll be able to read, what you're applying for. Just very basic information, the status of the position, the pay, if it's available to us at the time. We try to list that. We know that's important to people. Let's see. And I think is it at the bottom of the page, if you scroll all the way down, that's where you apply. It'll say apply for this job.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll click on that, and then it just prompts you through. You'll go from one screen to the next, entering your basic, your information, name, stuff like that. And then there's a position, or there's a part where you can upload the resume. So that's what she was talking about. And again, it's not that hard, it's not that cumbersome. But if people do run into issues with that process, they're welcome to come visit us, and we can assist with that. So we do have a kiosk right outside the office, right outside the HR office, that they can use to upload documents. We'll help them. We can scan them if they have to bring in physical documents. We can use our scanner and then upload them. Or sometimes some people bring in their own flash drive, with their documents on. We can help with that as well. And then just those, we know some people not everybody has access to internet. Not everybody has a personal computer at home. So just know that we do have that kiosk, and we're willing to help.
Awesome. Hey, we kind of have internal, I would say, not necessarily, you go to basketball games and you kind of blame the refs and stuff, but you guys do some awesome things for employee morale. And we put in a Valentine's box as the Winnebago on the news. It's actually Tyler and stuff, but we didn't get to win. So, but that was, people voted on it, right?
Right.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool, kind of getting participation and people to check those out, and also kind of spread the message of love for Valentine's and stuff. But what are some other employee morale things that you guys do to kind of boost that and kind of keep the employees motivated?
Sure. So I think this past holiday season, we did a ugly holiday sweater
Oh, yeah.
contest.
Okay.
We did that. I think the other thing that we could talk about is the employee recognition process. So that's employee of the month. We take nominations internally, for Employee of the Month.
Yeah.
We do that. That's a monthly process. And then we also have Employee of the Year, which is going to be announced soon. So I'm sure the listeners out there can view that, and probably the Winnebago Indian News will be asking you to submit that very soon here. The other thing is the annual Employee Appreciation Picnic.
Yeah.
That's a huge event for us. We're actually starting the planning process now.
Okay.
And as you both remember, it's going to take place in August. So we're starting to plan that now, and that consists of, a meal for upwards of 300 to 350 people. The entertainment aspect, so we have games, we have prizes, just a full day of having fun,
Yeah.
getting out of the office.
I was trying to
for a
get the
few
super
hours.
team of volleyball players, like the ones that just came out of high school and stuff like that. But I liked how you guys did it. You guys just said, hey, you're going to be on this team. And it kind of made it, you didn't, bring in the A team and stuff like that.
Right.
And everybody's had fun on that volleyball over there. Even though that the court is real cement and stuff, you know what I mean? They do have like a little kind of padding and stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe sand volleyball or something like that too would be what I would like to see. Anyways, but yeah, I think we got second. I had a lot of fun.
Good job.
Next question I have here. Now, for those viewers that are out there and those listeners that are listening onto our radio station, what are some tips and tricks to get the job? How can we, do we come in with a suit and tie, or what is some of the good things that we can do to kind of give us advantage? Maybe those people that are thinking about a different career change or maybe applying for one of those jobs and stuff. What are some tips and tricks?
I would say, dressing the part is really important. Right now, we're only doing virtual interviews, so
Yeah.
it's over the telephone. So
Is that because of the pandemic?
Yes. Yep, due to the pandemic. But some of the tricks, some of the things that I seen was just reading the job description.
Oh,
Actually knowing what your duties are,
Right.
what the requirements are. Another thing is I like when people ask questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of makes you seem like you're really interested in
Yeah.
our organization and
Right.
want to know more, or
Definitely.
and just making sure you have all your documents and
Okay.
you just know your job description and what position you're applying for. I think that really helps.
Yeah, my resume is getting dusty, you know what I mean? But it's been 5+ years since I kind of had it dusted off and everything. But it's a good process, and I'm glad it's kind of a snapshot of how the person is going to be. We might not always get an overview of everything and stuff, but I know there's a lot of questions, and a lot of people get nervous. But I think too, I had the opportunity to interview some of my workers, and you folks helped us out a lot, bringing them on board and getting them through that process. They had questions about, doing this and how do they, as far as evaluations. And I think what the clock-in system, that's kind of a learning thing. But you guys offer like orientation too, right?
Yep. Yes, we do orientation, I believe, like the first beginning of the month, every month for all our new hires.
Nice. I have a question for you. So we're talking about the interview process. What was the worst interview what would you say the worst interview? Was it me? No, I'm just like, but what was the worst interview that came across, your timeline? What would you say?
I've had a few. Not really gonna get into it. But
Yeah,
there was
don't
a
say any
couple,
names or
there was
anything,
a
but-
couple of unforgettable ones
Really?
for sure. Yes. I know just one example was the applicant kept saying a certain word wrong.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of made it hard to understand
Man, I
what they
can
were
only-
talking about, and you don't want to just correct them right in the interview, So,
Yeah.
So it was kind of
Right.
uncomfortable a little bit because they
Definitely.
kept repeating it the wrong way. So
So I'm gonna tell you a story and stuff. I interviewed for the communications officer manager job, and Brian Chamberlain kind of had some questions for me during that process. And this is geez, long time ago, probably over 10 years ago and stuff. Anyways, but I always remember the questions that he asked me because they threw me for a curveball, and it's just like, wow, I don't know the answer to that and stuff, you know. And then you kind of, I train wrecked that interview because I kept thinking about that question that he was asking me, and I was like, what are they gonna think now, and all this and that. But you would probably say to them, you know, just, you know, if you don't know the answer, maybe read the job description beforehand. That's a good tip. I mean, I think that people need to go into the job and kind of realize what they're doing and stuff. But we have some opportunities to also maybe do some promotions and stuff like that. So if I get hired and I want to, you know, move into the next step or apply for a director position somewhere else, you guys are encouraging in that, or is that impossible to do?
So just first, can I revisit you didn't know the answer to the interview question?
Oh.
So to that, I would say, I always encourage applicants, if you don't know the answer, that it's not a bad thing. It's okay to admit it, that you don't know the answer, because you don't know, you may be the candidate after all, even if you didn't know this answer, but that would help us and the hiring team, the hiring manager, give a little bit more insight to them as to where you might need a little bit of guidance.
Right.
So it's not always a bad thing. Don't feel bad about that. I know that's easy to get tripped up on that and
Yeah.
and you know, kind of dwell on that, but you know, don't dwell on it. And I wouldn't just encourage people, if you don't know the answer, just come out and say it. That's fine. You know, it's fine. Not everybody knows everything. So
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the big nerves, some people show a lot of nerves and stuff, but some people are just kind of natural and they have the, people say, the gift of gab, you know, and can just kind of work their way around it. But I've been in some interviews and kind of assess, you know, man, they really kind of knocked that question out of the park and didn't really know that one. And so, yeah, I think last thing that we have to ask you guys is okay, so this one's a kind of a curveball for you guys and stuff, but would you say that we're in a worker shortage problem with Winnebago Tribe and a lot of entities coming out of that pandemic? Because I did the numbers. At one time, you know, if you went on unemployment during the pandemic, you got $300 and then another $300 on top of that and stuff. Did that kind of create some issues for you guys to kind of fill some of the positions? Or how would you guys say you guys are doing so far? Doing all right?
yeah, I wouldn't say it's a worker shortage. Just doing the comparative numbers from month to month, our employee population has remained pretty steady throughout the past 2 years.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it's a worker shortage. I think from the pandemic, it just created a lot more job opportunities, you know, for the tribe.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
So yeah, it's not really a shortage. It's just there's just a lot more opportunities and some, you know, job creation came from that. So
Awesome. Yeah, and I think that I looked at the website and there's some job listings already and stuff, you know.
Right.
At one time there was only like one, but there's kind of a wide variety of whatever career field you want to get into at the Winnebago Tribe's website.
Yeah, we have quite a few jobs open. We do have some jobs that are under the tribe, but that work at the WCHS at the hospital.
Nice.
So we have those posted too.
Yeah, and then I see like Winnebago's doing job fairs and stuff like that. Maybe I don't know if that might be an idea of getting some job fairs out there. And if they have any questions, you guys are located at the Blackhawk Center. You can walk in there, and then also they can call you on the phone, and then your emails and whatnot. You guys don't have a Facebook page and stuff like that, but you guys.
we do not have a Facebook page, but we do have a departmental webpage on the tribe's website. So it has everybody's name, their email address, their phone number, contact phone number. But just generally, if any listeners out there have a general inquiry about HR, we do have the hr@winnebagotribe.com email.
Oh, okay.
So that does come to quite a few of us in the HR department. It's checked periodically throughout the day, so the response, turnaround response on responses of those is pretty quick.
Awesome. And the last thing I want to see if I can get out of you guys, you don't have to answer this one and stuff, but for this year's picnic, what's going to be on the menu?
We don't know yet.
Dang it. Last year was excellent. That's what I was kind of
Last year
wondering.
it was Robles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because who doesn't like tacos?
For real, for real. So come on board with the Winnebago Tribe. I mean, we do employee picnics, great benefits that you folks mentioned, and these ladies will run you through the process. Hey, thanks for coming here to KWTN, being our second guest for the HR department, and I learned some things that tips and tricks for the interview process and stuff. So thank you, ladies, and any final words, anything else that you want to say? And if not, we'll let you go on about your day. Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, ladies.
So the HR process and stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to the employee picnic and, some of the ugly sweater. I haven't done the ugly sweater and stuff. You know what I mean? Have you tried it?
No, me and Tyler talked about it. We thought about getting in on it.
Yeah, we want to definitely get involved in some of the activities. And I remember being a RA over at Nyhart at Wayne State College. And, they had the intramural sports and stuff. So we always tried to get, involved and stuff. So thanks, ladies, once again, and appreciate them. And hr@winnebagotribe.com if you have any questions.
Yep.
At this time, I'd like to invite in Sunshine Thomas Bear from the Angel Decorah Museum. And I asked her to come because there's some important history that the Angel Decorah has researched and stuff. So, Sunshine, how you doing?
I'm good.
Why don't you go ahead and pick up that microphone and just hold that guy, because, get a nice, clear sound and stuff like that. But on this day is kind of like a segment, or maybe, if it's not basically on this day, maybe on this week. But tell us some about the Winnebago history.
Okay, so, it may not always be on this day.
Right.
So 157 years ago, it was a Wednesday on the Gregorian calendar. Our leaders signed a treaty for the land we are on here today, the Winnebago Reservation. Abraham Lincoln at this time is still the president until he obviously was assassinated on April 14th and passed away on the 15th of 1865. So before getting into this, what is a treaty? A treaty is a binding formal agreement, contract, or other written instrument that establishes obligations between two or more subjects of international law. And also, what does a sovereign nation mean? A sovereign nation is a nation that has one centralized government that has the power to govern a specific geographic area. Under the definitions set by international law, a sovereign nation has a defined territory with just one government. So if you look, step back and look at the Winnebago Reservation, we have our own government, which is run by our leaders at the Tribal Council. So our reservation was established by this treaty and then another one signed in 1874. So this was signed March 8th, 1865.
Wow, today.
Yeah, 157 years ago. So life was probably completely different and
Right.
difficult for our people at that time.
Right.
So, and now I'll read the treaty. Articles of treaty made and concluded at Washington, D.C. between the United States of America by their commissioners, W.P. Dole, C.W. Thompson, and St. A.D. Balcombe, and the Winnebago Tribe of Indians by their chiefs, Little Hill, Little Decorah, Whirling Thunder, Young Prophet, Good Thunder, White Breast, on the 8th day of March, 1865. Article 1. The Winnebago Tribe of Indians hereby cede, sell, and convey to the United States all their right, title, and interest in and to their present reservation in the territory of Dakota at Usher's Landing on the Mississippi River, the meets and bounds whereof being on file in the Indian Department. Article 2, in consideration of the foregoing cession and the valuable improvements thereon, the United States agree to set apart for the occupation and future home for the Winnebago Indians forever, all that certain tract or parcel of land ceded to the United States by our relatives, the Omaha Tribe of Indians, on the 6th day of March, 1865, situated in the territory of Nebraska, and described as follows. Commencing at a point on the Missouri River 4 miles due south from the north boundary line of said reservation, thence west 10 miles, thence south 4 miles, thence west to the western boundary line of the reservation, thence north to the northern boundary line, thence east to the Missouri River, and thence south along the river to the place of the beginning. Article 3, in further consideration of the foregoing session and in order that the Winnebagos may be as well situated as they were when they were moved from Minnesota, the United States agree to erect on their reservation hereby set apart a good steam saw mill with a grist mill attached, and to break and fence 100 acres of land for each band, and supply them with seed to sow and plant the same, and shall furnish them with $2,000 worth of guns, 400 horses, 100 cows, 20 yoke of oxen and wagons, 2 chains each, and $500 worth of agricultural implements in addition to those on the reserve hereby ceded. Article 4, the United States further agree to erect on said reservation an agency building, a schoolhouse, a warehouse, and suitable buildings for a physician, interpreter, miller, engineer, carpenter, and blacksmith, and a house 18 by 24 feet, 1.5 stories high, well shingled and substantially finished for each chief. Article 5, the United States also stipulate and agree to remove the Winnebago tribe of Indians and their property to their new home, and to subsist the tribe 1 year after their arrival there. In testimony whereof said W.P. Dole, Clark W. Thompson, and St. A.D. Balcombe, commissioners aforesaid, and the undersigned chiefs and delegates of the Winnebago tribe of Indians have hereunto set their hands, seals, and place on the day herein before written. W.P. Dole, Clark W. Thompson, St. A.D. Balcombe, and our leaders signed with an X because, obviously they probably didn't know English at this time. So it was Little Hill, Little Decorah, Whirling Thunder, Young Prophet, Good Thunder, Young Crane, and White Breast, in the presence of Mitchell St. Cyr, he was a U.S. interpreter, Alexander Payne, another interpreter, R.W. Furness, U.S. agent for Omahas, B.F. Lushba, another Indian agent, and Augustus Coons and C. Hazlitt. So that's just a bit of what happened for our people then, and we don't want to make it sound like, it's a great thing. Obviously, our people are woodland, and we're moved many times to get to where we are today. And we're now separated, from our relatives because of this. So, but I think that our tribe has grown so much, and we always hear that word resilient, and unfortunately, we had to be extremely resilient and strong, and we continue to be. So I think that that's something that's positive for our people. We see all these good things going on, here, and maybe we're a little saying that we have on our shirts sometimes at the museum is the prayer that we are the answer to our ancestors' prayers,
Right.
So, just, and it is difficult to live in two worlds, we have to know about our culture, but we also have to live in this other world, so, just hoping that helps people and, to connect, and that's kind of what our mission is at the museum, is to connect people back to their culture.
Wow, that is crazy. So interesting. Like they mentioned guns and that they would provide them. Like, do you know, like in a timeline and stuff, when they stopped honoring that?
I don't know that there were even houses erected for chiefs back then.
So that they might not. Everything that they said in this treaty might not have came to fruition.
A lot of peace treaties for many tribes, not just ours, were just something to get us off the land and somewhere else.
Wow.
With no intention of fulfilling those treaties.
Right.
So, and that's, unfortunate for our people, but obviously, we're still thriving. We didn't go extinct like many would have probably wanted us to then, So I think we do still have something to be very, thankful and proud of, and we're raising our little ones, in this time.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for all of us, tribes across the country, to be knowledgeable about the treaties that they signed, the rights they have as sovereign nations.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's why an important point that we bring you on to do on this day or on this week. This is what happened with the Winnebago tribe, and so can we maybe on your Facebook page will you post this treaty so?
Oh, yeah,
people
we can post it. I haven't gotten to that yet today, but
Sure, sure. I mean, like I think that's something, and I know that there's calendars produced by Ho Chunk Renaissance that have kind of little on this day things that happen.
We collaborate with Renaissance to create those calendars. So, and if there's something missing, like someone just needs to reach out to us. It's the Angel Decorah Museum at WinnebagoTribe.com. I know it's a really super long name, but yeah, just reach out to us. I know
whatever how you say it. At Winnebago Tribe. No, I'm just
at Winnebago Tribe. But other than that, at the museum, we've had some elder interviews. We also are working on our Springs grant, to make that a historical, to get on the historical register.
Yeah.
And also with our HR departments for our entities in our community to come up and have our tour and the history video be a part of their orientation process, especially for both, our people and non-natives alike, to better serve our people and know about themselves or the people they're serving.
The saying is you have to know where you come from in order to get to where you're going.
Yep. And we have a lot to be proud of, So.
And I know like the 12 clans, they bring in we encourage everybody to go get their doctor's degree and stuff, but not a lot of people around here have their doctor's degree. You know what I mean? I know that they're little priests and they're starting to kind of ramp up those tracks to CNA and whatnot. So hopefully we'll get some doctors. We got to grow them, But right now, a lot of non-natives are coming through and stuff. But they should know about the Winnebago tribe so they kind of get invested. And
because we do get some issues. We've all probably been had those issues. When we go to a certain place or the hospital, and a non-native is serving us and sometimes we don't get treated well, so I think that that's a huge step for our people is to get them orientated to who they're serving, and we are a proud people, and we deserve to be treated with dignity,
Yeah, I mean, like HCI, even the Winnebago tribe, there's a lot of opportunities for everybody, and we encourage the Winnebago tribal members to apply and stuff, but sometimes a non-native has to help us out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that, we just don't want to pick on the hospital and stuff. But
we don't.
Even like Winnebago's, there's a lot of people that work over there that probably would appreciate that they work for the Winnebago tribe because of that history that we have.
Yeah, we have a very, and I don't always want to focus on the negative, because we are still here, and there's so many different things. Like this tribe is completely different from what I remember as a child. It was kind of like the Dust Bowl here. So, we're really growing and we have a lot of people to thank for that. So, and I'm just proud of being able to be a part of this as well.
Cool. On this day, man, that takes us way back. I mean,
way back.
Back at the time. I don't know if you ever remember that song and stuff, that No Diggity song. Or no, it was Blackstreet. That she changed the subject
I know.
right away and stuff, but I always appreciate it. Now we're gonna go back, way back. You know what I mean? Back at the time. So
I could hear it in my head when I was like,
next time we're gonna have an intro part for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're gonna go way back. No. Get you a theme song here and stuff.
Yeah.
But thank you, Sunshine, and we'll go to Angel Decorah's Facebook page, and this link will be posted, and join us for episode 3 next Tuesday and stuff.
Yeah. And then I just wanted to say something else just for our younger listeners, hopefully. Just get a pitch in there, to learning about our treaties and our laws and our nation to better protect our people in the future, because we always have to be on watch for our land, and for various things that come across to be able to protect our future generations.
Good words, good words. Thank you, Sunshine.
thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah, definitely. Man,
1865.
1865. Man, that was a while
Did you
ago.
say 157?
157 years ago.
157 years ago. I mean, it had to be really different from. I don't think cell phones were back then. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, it is time. We're coming towards the conclusion of our today's program. We did get a late start. We had a malfunction, so we might go a little bit over into a lunch hour and stuff. But we have to get into the. Are you ready? Are you nervous for
Yeah.
this? Okay.
This thing was delayed. It was clean up like that. Should I go get
Okay.
her?
No. I gotta
Oh,
ask you
yeah,
the
yeah.
questions,
All right.
and then
There's no audience today.
no audience. Oh, okay. So for those folks that are joining us, we have 13 people here. This is the answer is. It's a trivia question. I'm gonna ask the ladies here. Bethany's gonna go first. She lost last week, and then Tyler's gonna come in and see if she can bet. So whoever gets the most answers correct will be today's winner. If those on Facebook want to help, because Bethany lost last week, she does get a lifeline, and she'll go to the Facebook page, and if you know the answer, put it into the comments in the chats, and the Facebook page is Winnebago, the Big Voice. All right, so we are over the air on KWTN as
Let me
well.
lower my screen so I can't see.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, here we go. This is the question is. Oh, some intro music. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, here we go. Question 1. A lot of TV show reboots have been happening. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of them, which is about a teenager who gets into a fight in his hometown of Philly and gets sent to live with his uncle in their lavish Bel-Air mansion. What is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's first name?
Shit. I just love the French Prince. I haven't watched this
The
reboot.
the Fresh? Yeah. Okay, so
The French.
the French Prince.
The Fresh.
It's a new
The Fresh
reboot?
Prince.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me think.
Okay, so what
Rack
is
my
his name? What is his name here? We're going to give you
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
For some reason, I just want to call him Will.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was played by Will Smith.
I know. That's why I'm just thinking of his name as Will.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Question number 2. This weekend, Winnebago will have a concert called Dance Across America featuring hits from the 1994 era. Name one of the artists and a hit song that they came out with who will be performing this weekend. So Winnebago is going to be dancing. They get the stage. No bingo on Saturday night.
Yeah,
but
no bingo. All right, let me think. Whenever we were talking about this yesterday and you was talking about the artists, I looked at them and I looked at every single one of them and I
Yeah.
was like,
Come on, 1994. Take it back.
I was 1 year old. I was 1 year old. Let me think. Okay. When I was a baby, what was I jamming out
Is
to?
it 1 year old? I was a 1 year old or
I was-
1 years
I was
old?
1 year old.
Okay.
I was
so
1 year old. I'm probably gonna have to take an L again today because I don't.
Are you gonna poll? Are you gonna?
Oh, let me use my lifeline for this question because I don't know none of those artists.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
If anyone's listening, help it out.
Who is performing over at
Jabari Banks.
Jabari Banks? No. Jabari Banks is performing this weekend. Final answer?
No.
No.
Come on, Mackie.
Who is performing this weekend over at Winnebago? Mackie said, "I got you
Mackie,
back."
I know. Where you at? You said you got me.
He went to lunch. No, I'm just playing.
Well, I was going with what's her name?
Come on, someone out there, help him.
Yeah,
We got 14 people.
Dance for America. I need one of the artists' hit songs.
Yeah, who's the artist and hit songs?
Google, Siri. No, I'm just kidding.
Last call. Anybody? No. I think your viewers are gonna let you
I
down
know
on
they
this one.
can Mackie.
So you can put in Mikey. Give me a artist.
She's laughing. She said, "No, Jabari Banks is the new Will Smith."
Okay, so
Quad City
all right, Quad City
DJs.
and a hit song.
All right, what's the hit song, Mackie?
You don't know Quad City DJs? Okay, all right, Quad City DJs. Come on.
Come on, Mackie. 3. Type faster. I'm counting on you.
There's a little delay there and stuff, but
I need this W today.
part 2 of that question is what's the answer to? Okay, it is Quad City DJs, but what's one of their hit songs? Give me a guess. What do you think? Quad City DJs.
Man, I got all kinds of songs playing in my head right now.
Quad City DJs. Come on, this is the one that,
Humpty Dance.
the Humpty Dance. Okay, all right, that's a good answer. Here you go. Question number 3.
Not even the same people.
All right. So this is the Ackerman question. All right.
All right.
Us natives, we like to
Thanks,
shorten.
Travis.
Yeah, we like to shorten everything. We call Dollar General DG. We call Ho Chunk Incorporated HCI. We even call the W.I.N. The Winnebago in the News, the W.I.N. Call the gas station the Pony instead of using the real name Pony Express. So,
Yeah.
what does the abbreviation stand for when I say HCCDC?
Ho Chunk Community Ho Chunk Community Development Commission.
Okay. All right. Good answer. So, feel pretty confident on the answer?
Ho Chunk Community Development Commission. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll lock that one in. Next question. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, or Yeezy recently got divorced. What is their firstborn child name?
Northwest.
Okay. Pretty confident on that one?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. Batman recently came out with the guy to play the Batman, the guy from Twilight. He was replaced by which famous actor in this Batman movie? The guy who plays it now in this recent one that just came out is Robert Pattinson. So who did he replace?
The last Batman that came out before this one was, what's that guy's name? The one before this. Hold on, I'm thinking. So Joker. I'm thinking of the one with.
Well,
Heath
on Facebook we
Ledger.
can't use like theme songs.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
stuff.
looking.
All right, but
Heath Ledger's and that one, and then did one come out after that? Man, I love Batman. I love the Dark
Oh,
Knight.
my goodness,
I'm thinking of
okay.
the Dark Knight.
all right, who's the actor?
The Batman in that one.
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Okay, is that your answer?
Yeah.
All right, Christian Bale. Okay, how you feel that you did?
Shout out to my friends on. Oh shit. No, can I change my answer? No, just kidding. I've seen-
You locked it in. All right, go get Tyler. We're gonna see how you did. Here we go. So, the answer is. Appreciate everybody helping out. Final here. We got started a little bit late, so we're kind of going over a little bit. But who's gonna win this round? Let's see if Tyler's gonna take 2-0, or if the series is gonna be evened up here. We'll find out. Okay. Tyler, grab that microphone, put your headphones on. We are ready. This is gonna be a good round. She got some right, and
Sounded so surprised.
She got some right. This
Hey,
is
now.
awesome and stuff. And also,
See what
the
this- see
answer
this?
is all right. Take that microphone out, and we need you to get right up close to it. Okay, are you ready?
Can hear myself.
Yeah. All right. First question. A lot of TV show reboots have been happening. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of them, which is about a teenager who gets into a fight in his hometown of Philly and gets sent to live with his uncle in their lavish Bel-Air mansion. What is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's first name?
Will.
Will?
Yeah.
Your final answer?
Yep.
All right. She
Took me a
said
minute.
Will. And the correct answer is Will. You guys got it. Ding, ding. Both correct.
Two
I
peas
started
from a
thinking real hard
pod.
too. I was like,
All right. So somebody said I forgot who was on here. And stuff.
Jabari Banks.
Yeah, Jabari Banks is the guy that played. I think it's on Peacock or something like that, streaming platform of NBC and stuff. But
before we head on, do I get a lifeline since I won last?
no,
time?
you don't get a lifeline because that's the advantage of trying to even up
That's
the
the
series.
advantage of losing.
Okay. All right. That's the advantage of losing.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the series. 1-1. All right. Question number 2. This weekend, Winnebago will have a concert called Dance Across America, featuring hits from the 1994 era. Name one of the artists and a hit song that they came out with.
I'd like to pass.
You like
I
to
don't
pass?
know. I looked at the ad too.
Yeah,
That's what I
you guys
said.
had it in the back of the Winnebago in the News. It's right there. There's like 5 of them. that are showing.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, take a guess.
It was somebody like 50 something.
50
It wasn't
something?
50 Cent, but it was like someone had like a 50 name.
50 name. Okay. All right. So 50 something.
Do I get half point if I look at it now?
give me a song, kind of like a hit from you think back from 19.
I don't.
You don't. Are you into music or I mean?
I am, but I'm not that old.
Okay. So, you get 0 points. She gets half a point because she used her lifeline on this one. Quad City DJs, and then you said a hit song was the Humpty Dance.
I said the song's different, the artist is different.
So she got the artist right, who Quad City will be performing. Digital Underground sings the Humpty Dance and stuff. And I know there's people out there that are watching
Everybody's throwing in different answers, and I just read it out, and then it was two different.
But Quad City DJs, one of the things that they had is that we play all the time at our dances and stuff. Come and ride the train. Come and ride the train.
Are you serious? I would have
You
never.
remember that?
I don't even know.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I can hear it, yeah, but I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, you never go to the clubs or the dancing or anything like that? No, nothing? All right, well, we'll get you guys. Okay. Question number 3. The kind of abbreviation acronym question. Us natives like to shorten everything. Dollar General is DG. HCI stands for Ho Chunk Incorporated. The WIN, Winnebago on the news. We call the gas station the Pony instead of the real name, Pony Express. What does the abbreviated stand for when I say HCCDC? Yeah, we're getting there and stuff, but we gotta get our sound effects in order. Right now, we're gonna use human effects. Go ahead, Bethany.
HCCD,
Put the pressure
it's
on
like
her.
right on top of my brain.
HCCDC. There's 2 C's. No, there's 3 C's. Housing,
Community.
housing community. Okay.
Quit laughing. You sorry.
Keep going. Housing community. What's the other?
Laughing, I
What's the
just hear you.
CDC?
Community development.
Community development.
I
Okay.
know I'm
Housing
not.
community development.
Just whizzing around. Okay, housing.
Housing
C, community development.
development. I think you forgot a C, but keep going. Because there's 2 C's in there. There's HCCDC. What is the answer?
Can I have a hint? That's what I have to go with. I don't
Housing
know.
community development. What's the last C?
Corporation.
Corporation. Okay. All right. You forgot one C, but okay. Both you guys got it wrong.
Yes.
Both you guys are
Shows you
not
laughing
on the board on there.
It's
So
making me feel terrible.
right now you're up by half a point, but the actual answer is Ho Chunk Community. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna get it wrong. Ho Chunk Community. I don't know. Hey, I got it. So I got some help from Tina last week. I did get that one wrong that you guys remember. You guys said Fox, for the one we last week we asked them. Here, even I got it wrong and stuff.
What was it?
It was on FX. The Reservation Dogs premiered on FX.
So I
but
won.
you said
No,
Fox.
I'm just kidding.
It was on Hulu.
So I
though.
actually won?
The
Nah.
streaming platform for FX is Hulu, or part of Hulu. Hulu does all kind of shows and stuff, but it was on Hulu and FX. So that was my bad on that one. Anyways, back to the question. Ho Chunk Community Development Corporation. You said commission,
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you're right.
and
I
at the
did say
end you said
commission.
corporation. So you almost got it right and stuff like that. But
I said it real confident, too, when I
yeah,
said
no,
that.
Ho Chunk Community Development Commission. All right. Here's the next question. Here's the next question. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Or they call him Ye? Is it Ye or Ye or what is it? Ye or Ye?
Yeah.
And Jesus recently got divorced. What is their firstborn child name?
North.
What's his last?
Northwest.
Northwest?
Yeah.
Okay. Both you guys got it right. Dang.
It's
All
big
right.
news right there.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys got Will, the first question. Both you guys got it right. You got that one right. And she's up by half a point for the win.
Okay.
For the win. If you get this one right, then you win it. Batman recently came out with the guy from Twilight playing. Remember Twilight? You remember the movie series
Yeah.
and stuff? He's playing Batman. He replaced which famous actor in this Batman movie? the guy who plays it now is Robert Patterson. Who did he replace?
Like, who is his posted actor?
Yeah, I mean, like at one time, like George Clooney was a Batman, and then that Michael Keaton was the Batman. But before this Batman came out this weekend, I think it was this weekend, or
Yeah.
it came out this
Yep.
weekend. Who played Batman before this guy, Robert Patterson?
I want to say Bill Clinton. I don't even know.
Bill Clinton?
I'm not even sure.
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill Clinton. That is the wrong answer.
Sorry, bro, I got it wrong too.
Yes. No.
It's actually Ben Affleck.
Yeah, after I said Christian Bale, everybody started saying Ben Affleck.
It's Ben Affleck. I think Mackie is a big comic.
He is. Where
Yeah.
was you at, Mackie?
Dang, boy. So with that, I'm going to tally it up. You guys got question number 1, question number 4 right. She got a half a point for question number 2. She comes
I would
away
like
with
to try that one.
She comes away with the win. So next week for episode 3, you get a lifeline. You can poll the Facebook page and ask them for your help. So it kind of came in handy.
Yeah, it
Series
did.
tied up. Congratulations. Woo, woo. Everybody
Come
out there,
back
give
with
them a round of
vengeance.
applause. Bethany's on the
Chicken
board. The
and
thing is 1-1. So with that, folks, it is now 12:12. We apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the show, but we're off and running. We want to thank Tina and Nan for coming up from the Human Resources Department, kind of give us some tips and tricks of how to do a good interview and what to look for and where to go to apply for some jobs. And on this day, I don't know if you heard it, Tyler, but Sunshine, she talked about we signed a treaty in March 8th,
7 years ago.
157 years ago. And they're going to post it on their Angel Decora Facebook page, so folks that want to read about that. And it was kind of interesting. Whirling Thunder, I heard the name Whirling Thunder, and we have that program, Whirling Thunder, in honor of that chief. And there's a lot of decisions that were made back then, so it's very interesting. But kind of take us through the rest of the week. Do we got anything planned for the rest of the week? I know that everybody's busy, and you guys are going to be looking forward to some more stories. No issue comes out on Saturday, but the next following week, an issue comes out. So you guys will be, do we have anything that we'll be looking forward to that?
Well, just slam on the table. I don't know, just if there are any invites for any events going on, I'd like to be a part of that. And if there's any stories that you would like to have shed some light on that we could hopefully cover in the future. Next week will be our issue week deadline on Tuesday or Wednesday. So just if there's anybody out there listening that would like to contribute some content.
Yeah, and any live streams or anything coming up that you manage?
The live stream, I think we might possibly have something in mind. I won't, dabble in the details, but just another reminder about the birthday screens. If you do have anything that you want to get out there, you can reach me at bethany.redhorn@winnebagotribe.com. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is just that reiterating what Tyler said about the stories, like we do just want to kind of get a little bit more community outreach and just be a little more involved and kind of know like who's where, who's what, and who does what, this and that, and just shed more light on things and give more insight.
Awesome. So it doesn't have to be a birthday too. I mean, like
No.
I seen like an anniversary up there and stuff. Like what about snagaversary? Because a lot of natives, they don't get married. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's just kind of a thing and stuff. I've been noticing though, as a DJ, as a wedding DJ, I've been doing a lot of, like a lot of people here that are starting to get married. But man, there's been a while since. I mean, I know there's a lot of couples, and you probably know that have been snagging for a long time. They have kids, they live together. You might as well just pop the question, right? So
Yep.
could we do a snagaversary shout out on the big screen?
The sky's the limit.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
All right. I do want to say one final word. Last weekend, I managed to go down to the Oto, Missouri winter encampment. They treated the Winnebago tribe and the Ho-Chunk Nation from Wisconsin with a lot of hospitality. And so we thank them, and they did an excellent job. They had a gourd dance, and then in the evening time, they had a powwow celebration. And they called us up there. And I don't know much about the gourd dance and stuff myself. And to my understanding, it was a society dance. And what was told to me by the elders and stuff is that the Kiowas are the ones that did that. And they gave it to the Otos to do to kind of carry on those traditions. And they honored that. When we used to do the last Bear Moon, we invited the Otos and the Kiowas to come up and do the gourd dance, kind of bring it to the people and stuff. And they invited me out there to dance one of the gourd dance. And I didn't know the moves. You know, there's certain kind of powwow moves, and me being a fancy feather dancer and stuff. But you know, it's a lot of powerful. They give you, and what was really magical for me is a guy came over and he gave me a gourd so I could dance. And it was really powerful and stuff, you know. And I know that you have to get permission to do that, and you know, you have to treat that dance with respect, and not anybody can do it. But to invite me into that circle, and then all of a sudden, everybody started coming over to the Winnebago tribe. I went down with Chairwoman Kitchian and Councilman Armel, and they start putting money by our feet, dollar bills and stuff, you know. And it was a way of honoring, and the music and all those singers out there. They had one center drum, and there was probably about maybe 25 singers at that center drum. And everybody came over, just kind of as a way of like shaking your hand or saying, we're glad that you're here. And what we did with all that money that we picked up, and we put it on that drum. And it was really a good feeling. So we came back with a lot of happiness and a lot of good feelings and stuff. And I shot some footage and stuff, but I just kind of want to thank the Oto, Missouri Winter Encampment and the committee for inviting us down. And I really appreciated that, and kind of wanted to tell our listeners and the Winnebago people that there's a lot of people out there thinking about the Winnebago tribe and the Ho-Chunk Nation. So with that, folks.
Oh, wait, can I add something real quick?
Sure.
Remember with Sherry and with Toby, he's going to be featuring in that. Maybe we could shed a little light on that, because it's this weekend.
Yeah, Winnebago Talks.
So for this weekend, we do have an announcement. I'm not going to be looking because I'm going to be reading off. We are going to be collaborating with Sherry Tebow from Winnebago, and one of our very own, Toby Bassett. He'll be featuring in the Little Mermaid
Wow.
this weekend. So it'll be, I believe it's the weekends of the show dates will start for this weekend, March 11th to the 13th. Next weekend, the 18th to the 20th, and then the 24th to the 27th.
24th to the 27th. Okay, cool. Well, congratulations. We managed to go, and they did Singing in the Rain, the musical, and he was the lead on it.
Oh,
and
yep.
he did an excellent job and stuff. And I think he's going to school.
Yeah, he's actually a performing arts major down at University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
All right. So if you have an opportunity or need something to do, if you're not going to the show, or over at One of Vegas, Quad City DJs, Digital Underground, CC Music Factory, they play that one song. I forgot. Okay, this is going to be like name that tune for me. But isn't it something like I Can Make You Sweat? I don't know. Maybe help me out, guys. But CC Music Factory, and I think there's one more artist. There's like 5 of them, and it's going to be a good time. I know that I would have got stumped on I think they had old time country hits or something like that was the previous artists and stuff. And then they have some concerts coming up that they'll be announcing here shortly as well. So with that, folks, we hope that you have a good rest of the week. Episode 3 coming up next Tuesday. And we appreciate everybody being here for today's Winnebago Talks. Congratulations. All right, good job, man. All right, cool,
Get you
cool.
next time,
Thank
Bethany.
you.
Here we go. Mystic River. Nice champion song, boy.